fragile. The big question today, guys, what is in the box? I have been sitting on this project for a little bit. We had a lot of things going on here in the fall. We had the Paul Bunyan show going on. I got super busy with fall sales. Phone's ringing off the hook. But I think what you're going to find inside this box is going to make a lot of sense, because I'm trying to figure out the best way to go forward as a sole proprietor firewood delivery service. And I've put a lot of thought into this. I still don't have all the answers, but I know in order for me to keep growing, I need to maximize every stick of firewood that I sell. I like bulk sales. I do. I like deliveries. I like meeting people. It's a good way to grow your business, to get your name familiarized with the area that you live in. But I need to continue to grow this business, and I think that the way to do it is by selling less firewood for more money. And as with most things in firewood, if you want to be successful, you need the right machine. And I think I have found it, and it's inside this box. And this is one of the pieces to the puzzle, guys. This is the Go Fast FW16 firewood wrapper. Guys, this is a commercial grade, heavy duty, fast firewood wrapper. And I know what you're saying, Joe, you already got a wrapper. And yes, I do. However, I am looking at this long term, guys. I want to grow, and I want bundles to play a larger role with my company than what they currently are. The secret to firewood is selling less firewood for more money. Okay, bundles is the way to go, because you can get a lot of money and you don't have to sell as much firewood. There's a much higher margin on them. And what I'd learned about firewood is if you have one machine, sometimes that's not enough, because what do you do if it breaks down? So having a second machine completely makes sense. But it is also not just about the machine, the physical machine, guys. It's about the company that stands behind it. Do they answer the phone when you call them? Do they return messages if you leave a message? Where will they be when it's broken and you need parts? I need a company that I can trust. And I have a very good story about Go Fast, how I stumbled upon them, what I have learned about them, not only about the quality of machine that they make, heavy duty, but also about the service, the reliability of a dealer. This is what this wrapper means to me. But let's go ahead and let's get this all the way out of the box and let's see what this thing is all about. Here we go. And I will be honest, I haven't seen this machine on YouTube anywhere. And I am excited to bring it to you right now, because I happen to know that these machines are built like tanks. They're going to last forever, but Go Fast is a serious supplier in our industry. I am going to put all of the links to everything in our description box, guys. But just know that Go Fast, they are from Wisconsin. Their history is in the sawmill pallet industry. But let's take a look at the machine. This is the FW16. It has an owner's manual. How about that? The foot pedal, it's electric, guys. It has tires, these rubber tires. because I'm going to be pushing this around my wood yard and it's kind of gravel, I needed something that's going to be more mobile, something that can handle some uneven terrain. But it has a farm grade electric motor and it has a gearbox. The gearbox is an oil bath. It's built to last. Nothing's going to wear out on this thing, guys. Let's get this unboxed. There's a little bit of assembly to do. I would have to say that the crating, it looks very good. All right, let's just look at our tires here. So they are not pneumatic, which is just one less flat tire for me, but it is kind of squishy. Okay, we got two. That's good. Got grease fittings. We need to put this on to the framework. And we got another strap to take off. And then what's this stuff? Let's see. So these are the handles. Handles go onto the back, and that it just helps move it around the yard. I like this. So these handles have Allen wrench screws on them, and I'm going to get these handles stuck in. That's going to help me move this thing around on the pallet. So these just slide into here, and then the collar gets slid onto it, just like that. I have been looking around, guys. I know that I want to get bigger into bundles, and since I was wanting to try this side of the business a little bit more, get a little bit more involved in bundles, I thought I wanted to see if there was a better machine out there, and I think I found it. Here is a close-up of the foot pedal. It is kind of like a, I don't know, like an aluminum kind of a feel to it. It's got a nice click. I like it. There is a foot that goes on the bottom, on the front, and the bolt holes are in the back, so I'm going to get this put on now. So this is the foot I'm installing, guys. It's got two washers, a lock washer. This is because when you put your tires on, the machine will set crooked, so this foot balances everything out. Is snug, and this is going to go into here. You know how I am about owner's manuals, but they did give me a really nice step-by-step to assemble this. And what I've done, I've pushed this up onto a brick, get me some space. I'm going to put the wheels on, and that's going to allow me to wheel this off of the pallet, because I'm doing this all by myself. And the next wheel. Getting a little creative. I'm going to step this down so it doesn't all come down in one kerplunk. I'm just going to tilt this back and we'll roll it off the pallets, guys. We're getting pretty close here. All right. Ooh, I like it. It pushes nice. It's balanced. It's comfortable. I like it. So now, guys, I have to move the cradle out. It's pushed all the way in for shipping, and that tells me this is adjustable. And since we only make 16-inch firewood here, we're going to set this up to be at 16 inches. So I'm just thinking this arm is going to clear regardless where this is. So this has to be out at least far enough to clear the wrapper. And I think it is. But maybe we can move it out just a little bit more. Okay, so here's 14 inches. I think that's good. So let's go ahead and snug this up. And we are getting close to making our first wrap. So I was looking at this, and I didn't know if this was level, but I think it's an optical illusion. I stick a log in here, and we're level. So we're in good shape here. Let's see. I'm going to get the directions, see what else that we have to do. So these Go Fast do come with a lot of different options, and one of them is that return to home sensor, where it just does it automatically instead of just keeping your foot on the gas pedal. I don't have that on this one, so that is the last step in the assembly. I want to start wrapping with this, but I also want to tear into it and see what it looks like under the hood. So let's, while we're at it, got my tools out. And here we are. Let's look at the motor here. It's a Leeson, made in the United States. Has an Ironman gear. Says it's by Grove Gear. I see some pillow blocks. I got grease fittings. Looks pretty well built to me. This is how you adjust it. I don't know how much break-in would be on this, but it's a beefy belt too. It's like it's not an automotive belt. Feels like lawn and garden. So I'm curious. I want to see this thing work. Let's go ahead and run it with the cover off. I just want to see how the gear works. So let me go get my battery pack. We'll plug this in and see what it can do. And because this will be at my wood yard where I don't have electricity, I'll be using this Vitomin. This is a 1,000-watt inverter. And what's good about this is it will tell us the draw of the motor as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Ooh, looky there, it works. Okay, let's come around the back and take a look. This is the foot pedal, obviously, I have in my hand. All right. I think the speed is fine. So here's the draw. It's pulling, what do you think? Averaging 350. It depends if it's going up or down. Probably with a load on it, you might see more. But this is certainly a heavy-duty motor. But still, for a battery pack like this, it's no problem. So I'm going to put the cover back on, guys. And we are going to wrap a bundle and see how it goes. I want to wrap a bundle, guys. I like to compare too. I'm not used to this. I'm curious to see how this will be for me. The other thing is too, the wrapper stops when you let off the pedal. The one I'm used to, the twister, has that counterweight, so that's going to be an interesting thing for me to see how I like this. But we won't know until we wrap, and let's get that going on now. Now I believe in the smaller bundles, guys, which is, I'm laughing because it's 9-inch by 9-inch by a 16-inch stick. Well, people will point out, if you do the math on there, it's not 3/4 of a cubic foot. You're a little off. So this is 10-inch by 10-inch by a 16-inch length. So that's not a 3/4 of a cubic foot either. It's a little off. I would think, if you're making a ton of bundles, it's going to add up eventually. But I think too, bundles, there's always airspace, and probably it makes sense to just have it a little bit oversized. So I'm not going to split hairs on a dimension of 10-inch by 10-inch, okay, versus 9-inch by 9-inch. I think that ultimately customers should get what they're paying for, and probably being a little bit oversized, it's not going to make or break you, and it's also not going to get you in trouble with whatever government entity you're operating under with weights and measures. Let's get busy wrapping our first bundle. It's kind of exciting. right, not bad. We're getting close. So we're a little bit above. I don't know. I'm looking at this. This is about right. It might be a little bit too big for 3/4. Looks to be a nice bundle. If I were selling this retail at 3/4, just from my own experience, we're probably looking at this size. But that's easy for me. I would just put the wood to come up to about this high right here. But let's talk about the wrap and the tension. So this to me feels a little loose, so I want to tighten this up. Remember, it's the stretch that you're looking for. And I am not seeing a wheel. It looks like you got to use a wrench to tighten this. And it snugged it up real quick. I would like to see a big wheel for my hand, so I don't have to use a wrench, because it seems like the more you wrap and the smaller your roll gets, you're always chasing that tension, and I like to stay on it, and I would like to see that big wheel on here to help me do that. But still, let's see how it wraps. Okay, and that's it. It was tight. It's made a nice wrap. It wrapped nice. I like it. There you go, guys. It's tight. No loose pieces in it. Very nice. Let's do another one. Okay, I'm liking it. It works nice. So there you go, guys. The Go Fast FW16 wrapper. I still want to use it and use it a lot, and you'll be seeing some upcoming videos about it. And I'll tell you what I like, what I don't like, or things that I've learned about it. And that's what this channel is all about. Now, let me tell you right up front, the ground rules have always been the same here at Ohio Woodburner. I was not given any marching orders. I was not given any bullet points. I was not told what I am to say and what I am not to say. And I'm going to give you my full and honest review on this. And that is what you can expect from me going forward. Yes, this is part of the deal. This was given to me to use, and to use as long as I want to. So let's just throw that out there as well. But that's just the way it is on this channel. I have told you before, I have had a number of opportunities that I have turned down simply because, you know, they told me what I had to say, bullet points, and then they also wanted to approve the video before I put it up. And that is not the case with Go Fast. They said, here it is, and do your thing. So that is what you're going to get from me. And I also like these wheels. Those wheels are a big deal. And I'll show you what I mean by that when we get it taken over to the other woodyard. And one other thing to not lose track of, how about the crating? That they, the care and the effort and the expense that they put in to ship this. I think that says a lot, you know? They put a lot of time into that crating, and it came in one piece. There was no jiggly parts. It was just a very nice shipping experience. And if you are interested in one of these, contact Go Fast and ask for Austin. Austin is the guy, all right? And let them know that you saw this on Ohio Woodburner. All right, guys, stay tuned for more videos with the Go Fast wrapper. Everyone have a great day.